Thank you, everyone, and good afternoon, everyone. I've had the pleasure of meeting the Prime Minister with the Prime Minister's Garrett and the members of Dominica's cabinet and learned about their concerns and their ideas for the future of Dominica. It's been almost 1 year now since a Category 5 Hurricane Maria wreaked devastation here on the island of Dominica and in the Caribbean region. And I know that you're still rebuilding everything from schools to your important eco-tourism industry. I'm impressed with Dominica's commitment to be the world's first climate resilient nation. And I'm glad that Canada has had such strong people-to-people ties with more than 500,000 Canadians of Caribbean descent, and that we continue to build bridges between our countries. And significant numbers of those I'm personally proud to represent in my constituency of Brampton West. We have also had a strong economic ties and a history of close cooperation on issues related to sustainable development, climate change, and regional security, and that will certainly continue. Last November, in solidarity with the victims of the hurricanes that devastated the region, Canada announced a pledge of 100 million Canadian dollars over 5 years for Caribbean sovereign states that were affected. This pledge is supporting reconstruction and helping to strengthen climate and economic resilience in the region. Today, I'm pleased to announce 2 projects that are part of that pledge. Canada will be contributing $9.25 million to the Caribbean Development Bank for the Dominica's Disaster Recovery and Resilience Project, which will reconstruct and restore 5 primary schools here in Dominica and make them more climate resilient. This will directly benefit more than 1,300 children and 80 teachers. Tomorrow, I look forward to visiting one of the schools that is being built, the Grant Bay School. This project would also fund Dominica's Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility premium for the next 2 years, so that essential services can continue in the event of future crisis. In the wake of Hurricane Maria, Canada has provided technical assistance to help set up the Climate Resilience Execution Agency of Dominica, and we will continue to support you in your efforts. And today, I'm also pleased to announce an $8.2 million project with the Caribbean Disaster and Emergency Management Agency, SEDIMA, to support the implementation of CARICOM's comprehensive disaster management strategy, which would help to strengthen the regional response mechanism. This project will improve regional emergency telecommunication, train specialist response teams, and to improve the Caribbean risk information system. The project includes a Canada Caribbean Disaster Response Local Fund to support small local projects during the early recovery period following natural disaster. Canada will provide funds to SEDIMA's work in Dominica so that the Officer of Disaster Management can install an emergency radio network for the West Coast and train 30 community response and disaster management staff to operate and maintain the network. As well, Canada will pay for backup power and storage at 2 shelters in Capucine and de Blanc, Bioche. I look forward to visiting SEDIMA on Friday when I'm in Barbados and seeing more of what that they do. I know how strong and resilient Caribbean communities are. And as you have demonstrated so many times, you have a remarkable capacity to recover and rebuild for yourselves and for your children. We have listened to the needs expressed by the Caribbean governments. We're also working with local stakeholders and regional institutions to help recovery happen and to help you build even better. And as we're building back up, we must ensure women are at the front. They need to be at the forefront of climate change efforts. Yesterday in Barbados, I announced the details of a Women's Voice and Leadership program in the Caribbean, which will help local women's rights organizations and groups to advance gender equality and empowerment of women in the Caribbean. I look forward to seeing more of Dominica and your efforts to build back better. Know that Canada also believes in your journey to become the world's first climate resilient nation, and we offer you our friendship and support on this journey. Thank you very much.